Hi, my name is Firas.
Hey, I'm Clemens, and we are here to talk to you about introversion versus extroversion when it comes to personality typology.
So the main distinction is that extroverts recharge their energy when they're in social situations or amid a group of people, whereas introverts need time to recharge their energy on their own and feel the energy drained in extremely social situations. Now, this is like a pretty rough definition. Of course, there might be some exceptions.
And we were talking about these exceptions yesterday, I believe. So the exceptions are pretty much intuitives, right? That would be one exception, because intuitives, they can be in a group setting but still be very introverted, and that's because 75% of the population are sensory by nature. So groups are often, or random groups are very often heavily dominated by sensory people.
Yes.
And they would go more into small talk or casual chat, whereas intuitives would seek more meaningful conversations.
True.
So this is why intuitives sometimes, even though they are extroverted, think they might be introverted.
Some extroverted intuitives even prefer one-on-one situations from time to time, and this is actually one of the biggest reasons why many ENFPs type as INFPs sometimes, and many ENTPs type as INTJs or INTPs often as well.
Yeah, so that is, and the other reason for that is that extroverted intuitives also need a lot of time on their own, right?
Yes,
they need time to reflect. They need time to process things, to see if everything fits still into their bigger picture, or how the events they experience are meaningful.
Yes. There's another thing also this time with the sensories, actually, that sometimes introverted sensors, and I mean by that people with the letter IS, like ISFPs, might seem to be extroverted to the untrained personality typology I, because from what I know, from what I've seen, that ISFPs like to be in a group of people for most of their time, but they don't tend to take a leading role, or they don't tend to be the center of attention in the group. So it's more of having a low tone role in a group of people and wanting to be among people, but not being too forceful in their social interactions, so to speak. So just as it's a bit confusing to type extroverted intuitives as extroverted, it can be very tricky to type introverted sensors as introverted.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, and to wrap up, maybe one thing in terms of how you can tell whether you're extroverted or introverted is if you are actually comfortable in group situations and communicating to groups, and if that's even a situation, or can be even a situation where you're recharging your batteries, whereas opposed to just like draining your batteries.
And also one other indicator, which is not a rule, just another rough indicator, is how comfortable do you feel being the center of attention, even like for a short period of the time. I think.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.